Hi everyone. I'm not exactly sure how well this is going to work, but lately here I've been doing shorts, and this is my first attempt of a video. So be patient and work with me, and let's see how well this turns out. First of all, again, I do not have any type of degrees or anything. This is just pretty much a different point of view straight from the heart. All right. So first, I want to thank everyone that has been so supportive so far. It's truly been interesting and an honor, especially when in my mind and my body, I know it's done ran somewhere else, but yet I'm trying to stand fast because anytime the Lord is trying to utilize you, and you try to run, you only run into problems. Okay, Noah ended up in the belly of a whale only because he didn't go where he belonged. All right, so he ended up where he shouldn't have been. Don't be one of those. So again, I'm very thankful for all my supporters and those that been helping out, knowing that this is truly not my comfort zone, but have reached out to say that they have been being blessed. So please continue. And again, these segments really is for us to look at things, but look at them with different points of views, different perspectives at different angles, so you could kind of see from different sides, despite our own opinions, how others may feel. And what I'm recommending to everyone is, as we go through this walk, that you apply each thing to yourself to seeing, how does it pertain to me? Am I one that is contributing? Am I one that is fighting the good fight? Am I a one that is turning a blind eye? You know, how am I being of use or not of use within each bracket? Okay, how is my walk, my talk affecting not just myself but others who, in that same demographic? Okay, I'm gonna point my sister out a little bit here. Love you, girl. She called me up with tears in her eyes because, for the most part, from her own words, she felt very touched by some of the segments that was shared. And first, she made it personal so that I know exactly where she stood with everything that she's been listening to. And then she brought it back to our mother, my love, that is now in heaven, and how, if she was here, and even there in heaven, how she would feel slash react slash be because of what's going on. So I'm gonna take a second on my mom. Okay, my love. While she was here, to tell you the truth, because up there I could only imagine how she's acting, because here on earth, my mom was legally blind. As a young lad, I was having a major award ceremony done at the school, and she took the time to walk to the school just to be there beside me as we went through that ceremony. No excuses, and it was hot. She didn't say, I can't see, I don't know where I'm going, I could get lost, or anything else. She says, my baby's having a ceremony, and I will be there. And she was. Okay? That's just to show you there was no barriers for her, and you couldn't tell her nothing. When it came to being a mother, she was going to be there for us. All right. But right now I'm being kind of personal, so bear with me once again. High school, I sang in 2 different groups and toured, and everyone really thought I was going to go off and be some big shot or whatever. But that's not my heart, and that was never my calling. I more enjoyed watching how people were blessed while doing so. But when I got in the military, I hung it up. And after I got out, everyone was like, "What you sing? What you sing? What you sing?" And I'm like, "Nah, I'm good." And I found every reason not to. But Mom, my love, I said, okay, well, since she's here in church, I will participate in one song. One song is what I said. And as I performed, I'll tell you this. If you could put every chair ever done in the whole entire universe throughout lifetime and you combine them together, it could not compare to the look in her eyes that was being given to me at that very specific time and moment as I expelled the first sound of that song and continued through it. And somehow, after that, I ended up becoming, you could say, the lead singer of our group. Once again, not what I wanted to do, but for her, hey, I'll try to move a mountain without arms. All right. So again, staying on her, I could imagine her right now in heaven, and the Lord have to come and say, "Angel Love, come here for a moment. Why are you over there glowing brighter than my sun? When I know, because your son down there doing those YouTube, you up here outshining everybody and having the whole the heavens sing praises louder than they ever have and praising me more stronger than they have ever done. I've done brought you up here and you still don't know how to act. Girl, you know, let me tell you one little thing. You know he can't see you, right?" And my mom would say something like this: "No, he can't see me, but because of you, he can feel me." And she would still be the proudest thing ever, even up there in heaven. So here I am doing these things, trying my best, despite the fact that I really don't want to be sitting here doing this stuff. But where the Lord's will, and if there's those to be blessed, I'll do my best to bring those blessings and continue, like my sister and others have reached out to say, hey, please continue and bring the message so that we can continue to be blessed. So I thank you all that have been chiming in and helping out and motivating me, even being a little bit of my muse so that I can continue doing the will of the Lord here. Again, I thank you all very much. In my shorts, we did touch a little bit on the elements and how those elements can be utilized to look at the walks of our own lives. And then from that element, according to what the Lord has called you to be, how well are you applying that, not only to yourself, but to others? How can you be applying that, not just to yourself, but to others? And how effective is what you're doing or could be doing for yourself and others? And it's been an honor to see again how many people have gravitated towards and the blessings that has come from even just a small look of something in a slightly different aspect of the mind's eye. So it's been laid on my heart to kind of take a walk with you all through different things, again, from a different point of view, straight from the heart, so that we can not just look at things from how we see it, but how it's actually affecting others. And again, look to see then, hey, am I one of those? Am I being that person that only is applying things because of my view? Are you taking in consideration what's going on for the other person and their view? You know, and then what can I change or do better? And that was another one of our shorts, doing better. Okay, so let's look at things together. And if you are so willing to go through this walk with me, I'm going to ask you to subscribe, and let's take this journey together, because the Lord has a mighty way of working. All right. Again, don't look at the messenger, but please take heed to the message, because that's what's blessing you. Man will always lead you wrong, but God will always lead you right. All right. So again, hopefully this works. It's my first actual video, and I hope it's enlightening and will become a blessing to you all as we move forward. See you in the next video. All right. Y'all have a wonderful day.